Hi guys, in this video we're going to talk about probably the most underused phrase within the fitness industry, and that phrase is, it depends. The reality is probably 99% of training nutrition information is context dependent, therefore there's no black and white answers for almost everything. Yes, there's some sort of kind of fundamentals that need to be worked around, but in terms of the kind of the details, it's evolutionary, it's changing depending on individuals' goals, etc. The person, the whole, their lifestyle, how old they are, the list of variables go on, how tall they are, etc. with certain training movements, so squats, deadlifts. The technique's probably going to change for someone who's longer limb, who's not. So I'm going to give you quite a few examples here where people like to give a black and white answer, say one's better than the other, but like I said, it depends. So a great example, HIIT versus LIST, so high intensity interval training versus low intensity steady state. I've already done a video on this, but like I said, it's context dependent because most people say, oh, HIIT's superior, but let me give you a good example. You've got an individual with a hamstring injury, they're already training legs twice a week and they've got a bodybuilding show in the next 3 weeks. Are you really going to have that individual do high intensity HIIT, say running on the treadmill? Quite obviously not. So like I said, always context dependent. Second thing, should I be having high glycemic carbohydrates post workout? Again, it depends. It depends. Are you training again within an 8-hour period? What's the type of training you've performed? If it's endurance training, speed of glycogen resynthesis will be important within the 8-hour period of your training again. Therefore, yes, that will be important for that individual. On the flip side, if you're a strength training, you train once per day, your following training session is 24 hours away, as long as you meet your carbohydrate target, glycogen resynthesis is going to take care of itself at the 24-hour mark. So again, kind of preference is going to come into that. I'm not saying, oh, you can't just have, you're not allowed sugars post-work, of course you can, but just realise it's not as important and just do it for the right reasons. Another good example, ATG squats, arse the grass squats, okay, squat depth. Some people say, oh, this is the only way to squat. Quite frankly, this is just ridiculous. Again, it just ignores context. It ignores an individual who's very long limbs, so typically taller people are going to struggle to get to this depth, keeping a neutral spine. So are you going to say everyone needs to squat, arse the grass, and therefore compromise that individual's lower back? Of course you're not. So again, it's context dependent. Another good example, cardio frequency. You'll have one good example. You could have an individual that doesn't need much of a cardio at all to get to their desired level of leanness. They can do it just weight training alone and then tapering down their calories, etc. You get another individuals tend to be more kind of females that require much greater frequency for cardio and much lower calories to get to their desired level of leanness. So I hope you get the point in the video. It's just, it depends. Nothing's black and white whatsoever. So if someone tries to give you black and white answers for almost everything, they're talking BS. They really are. So I hope this has been useful. If you've liked the video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to sharing more content with you. Have a good day. Thank you very much.